There's a new Joe in town. Joe Flacco made his debut for the Bengals today, at least on the practice field. He is getting thrown like right into the fire this week. Jeremy Rao, Reagan Holgate, they're live at Paycor Stadium. Guys, I mean, you probably thought he was going to get the start, right?
Yeah, I think when we saw the news come out, obviously the Bengals don't make a move like this without expecting him to start this week in Green Bay. And I actually have an interesting story going along with that. So yes, a new era of quarterback play here in Cincinnati. Joe Flacco is the starting guy. He was driven here yesterday, and another driver was brought back to bring his car back down here. So on his drive down here with his wife, he was on the phone with Zach Taylor, and they were obviously just talking through things, talking through a little bit of the scheme. And Zach said one of the first things he said to him, maybe the second sentence, was, "Hey, welcome to the club, so you're going to start on Sunday." And that was about it. So, yes, they make this move, and a lot of players calling it aggressive because, look, they want to continue winning games, and they believe Joe Flacco can be that guy.
Here is Joe Flacco in his first practice with the Bengals, and yes, Zach saying right away to start his press conference, oh, he's going to start, by the way. The players are already impressed with his brain, as they should be. He's 40 years old, 18th year in the league. He's been around for a minute, and they were impressed with how much he knows just right from the jump. He's listening to play calls from Zach and then reciting them right away. Also, his arm impressing the Bengals players right away. Do need to mention something on the rookie defensive end, Shamar Stewart. Obviously, he's been banged up. He practiced in a limited capacity. That's not a word. And he is week to week. So hope for Shamar Stewart. But again, the locker room is energized by Joe Flacco right now. Here's Chase Brown.
Yeah, I think it shows that they want to win, and winning is a priority. And, I think making that move, I saw some stat online or something that they haven't made a in-division trade since like 1999. So I think it shows their commitment to this locker room, the coaching staff, and how much they believe in this team.
When you play the game for that long, I expected him to come in and be able to pick it up pretty fast, and practice ran pretty smoothly, pretty seamlessly. So I thought he did a great job over the first day, and I'm excited to be out there playing with him, so we'll see what happens.
And there are connections inside the locker room. Noah Fant played with Joe Flacco in Denver. Orlando Brown Jr. has blocked for Joe before, so it feels like good vibes, at least on a Wednesday.
Much more to come from Joe Flacco Day here at Paycor Stadium in the 6 o'clock hour. But for now, that's Jeremy Rao. I'm Reagan Holgate. Back to you guys.
Hey, guys, real quick. Jared, you mentioned that they were impressed with his arm. So was he throwing long balls was my big question today. Was he throwing the ball to the receivers, and were they catching him? I mean, were they impressed with that?
Well, we only get to see the first 20 minutes or so of practice. Reagan, you were there. What did you notice early on in practice?
I wouldn't say he was slinging the long ball necessarily, but yes, we only get to see him in warm-ups and then a little bit there in the beginning. So we're not seeing really what you're talking about, Trisha, but I can promise you from what the guys were saying in the locker room, as we've said, they are impressed with the cannon that he does have for an arm.
It's fantastic. Looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.